Welcome to Season 2 of Solopreneur Success Strategies. This is Jane Gardner, and we are going to be talking about home business startup. And we're going to be talking about starting, running, and growing your own home business, whether offline or on. Monday is all about mindset, of course. Tuesday is all about starting a home biz. Wednesday is about selling, sales, and your customer. Thursday is going to be about running your home biz, and Friday will be growing your home business. Saturday is all about putting systems in your business, and Sunday is all about strategy. So subscribe to this daily podcast to help you start, run, and grow your home biz. For more information, go to boahb.com. Hi, this is Jane Gardner, and welcome to Home Biz Startup on Solopreneur Success Strategies, Season 2, where we're going to be talking about how to start, run, and grow your home business, as well as about your customer, because they're the most important part of your business. But today, it's about talking about starting your home business. So today we're going to talk about, I think we've been discussing how to test your ideas and whether or not you should start part-time or full-time and be a reluctant entrepreneur is what I usually call it. So let's say you've tested your idea and you think it's viable and you want to start planning on how to start your business. Well, of course, everybody says make a business plan, and I agree. But of course, nobody wants to do that. So we're going to talk about what are some of the first steps you need to have to do in your business in order to make it a real home business. So let's say you're offline and you want to start a home business and you've tested your idea. You think it's viable and you think that it's going to be a great idea. Whether it's creating a new type of lamp. I don't know. Lamp? What's a lamp? Not sure about a lamp, but creating a new type of wood work business where you go out and you go to trade shows and sell your work there. Or it's a new business on the internet, which is, of course, online. Either way, you still have to figure out whether or not you have enough business out there in order to sell. So you could actually do a business, and it's called nichifying a business, but basically it's just making it a business that is very unique and small and attracts people who are interested in what you're selling. But you could have a business like that on the internet, certainly, because you have a bigger market than you would if you're in your local market and want to talk to people there about selling to people. I think we've talked about how to define who's your market. So let's just do a quick home biz startup checklist, and then then from then on you can figure out, we can go step by step on starting up your home business. So when you're first thinking about starting your business, of course, you have to figure out if there's a market out there for you. So you have to do the research on that. Then you have to decide what product or service you'll be offering. And maybe we'll define, let me write that down. We'll do a product. And then we'll also do a service business, because they can be quite different. And as offline and online is different. Then you ask yourself, well, who is your main competition? Is there competition out there? If there's competition out there, that's a good sign, because that means there's a business out there and people who want to buy. But obviously you've done your research on that. And then you have to decide how you can define yourself differently from your competitors. And that can be a process of a few days, deciding what's going to be unique about you and why your product will serve someone better than another business. And then how will you deliver your product or service? Are you going to be offline or online? Are you going to have email marketing, sending out information to your market, or are you going to have a store on the online or Are you going to go out and do trade shows? Because we'll assume as a home business you won't have too many people coming to your office. You can have an office in your home, as you know, but of course you always have to be careful about who comes to your office, in terms of maybe you should always be going out to the client's office, because you have to consider your neighbors and whether or not they'll complain about the traffic of people coming to your office. So there's another issue. What will you name your business? Well, that, of course, is the fun thing, and that's got to do with your brand and what you want to show who you are and what your values are. And then you ask yourself, well, where are you going to work? Where are you going to work in your home in terms of an office space? You don't use much usually if you've got a computer, but of course if you have to do some inventory and create things in your garage or office or space, then you'll need a place to store your inventory. You'll of course need to purchase some office equipment and supplies. You'll need to set up a separate business address for correspondence, separate from your home, of course. You can do that easily using a mailbox business provider, and you can also set up a separate business email address from your personal address. And then you have to decide what kind of legal entity you'll be. Will you be a solopreneur? Sorry, not a solopreneur, a sole proprietor? Or will you want to have a limited company? And these kind of things. And you'll have to talk to a lawyer and an accountant about your business and decide what kind of requirements you need for that. And of course you're going to have to get a business number, or in the States, United States, they call an employee identification number. So that could be your social security number. And then you have to register your name and buy the matching domain name and purchase web hosting to put up a website, because that's not an option. That is a requirement for anybody who has a business now, is to have a website and order your business cards. That's another fun part. Of course, even if you're online, it's good to have business cards in case you meet someone out in the community who's interested in what your service might be. And of course, once you have your company registered and registered your name, and you have your legal requirements of what you are, whether you're a sole proprietorship or you're going to be a limited company, that you can use your certificate and set up a separate banking account for your business. You can obtain a separate business credit card, and then you have to determine how you're going to get paid and how you're going to pay your bills as well. So you need to set up some systems like PayPal or credit cards, or there's other systems now we can go through in order to get paid and get your money. And you need to track your finances, because of course at the end of whatever your fiscal year may be, you have to report to the government what your income was so that you can pay your taxes. And you've got to set up your initial business and financial goals on what you want to get for the year. And then you've got to do some networking, get out into your relevant industry, identify and join a mastermind in order to get great support and resources from other people, and decide what training you might need to get started. For example, you might want to learn a little bit of simple bookkeeping, and I always think people should learn a little bit about website setup. Even if they don't need to know everything, there's always a little bit you need to know. And then find people who can perform the task for you. You don't want to do yourself, but of course first you need income before you can do that. So an accountant or website design or a bookkeeper. Certainly I would recommend an accountant at the end of the year. They can always find ways to make your finances correct. And then you need to do your marketing campaign and your promotion campaign, and you have to figure out how you're going to do it and where you're going to do it, and create an action plan with deadlines. So there's a lot of processes and things you need to do when you're starting up a home business. And we'll be going over those as we go along, just because there's so much to do. So I will be talking to you later. But if you'd like to receive my home business checklist, I have it on the Business of At Home Business membership site. Somewhere there. You could try it at bohb.com and see if you can find it. I better put it on the homepage so people can find it. But we can go through this a checklist and for the next few months, and we'll be learning a lot about how to start a home business. And if you don't know some of it now, well, you will later. Talk to you later. Well, I hope that will give you some ideas to implement in your own business. And if you want more, go to boahb.com and subscribe.